And friend, Dr. Sandra Lee. It's so good to see you again.
It's really nice to see you.
I'm getting teary up. You're getting teary-eyed.
Yeah.
First and foremost, how are you feeling?
I'm doing well. It's been about 4.5 months, so I'm doing a lot better. It was scary though, you know, you never really think that kind of thing is going to happen to you.
Of course.
And it happened during the show. So, you know, in the middle of a season, the middle of a taping season. So it has been a production kind of getting all that kind of to get, you know, to finish it. Really, to finish the production.
I mean, as producers, we say, oh my gosh, thank God the cameras are there. But at the end of the day, you are a real, live human being who lives and breathes, and you have a heart that beats inside your chest. Take us to that moment and your staff.
I mean, it was a scary time. I mean, really, the thing is with a stroke is that it's happening to a lot more people lately. And I think the key and what I'm here for and why I'm talking about this is that I really want to really encourage people to look at the signs that can cause this. I think that it's important to identify them because it's really important with a stroke because there's a window of time that you want to step up and see somebody because you can have a potential treatment that can really improve the outcome within the first 60 minutes or within the first 4 or 5 hours. So so for me, this all happened at nighttime. It started with kind of hot flash symptoms, which I don't really get normally. And also I had trouble swallowing, things like that, but it was nighttime. So I'm ready to go to bed and I have to work and see patients that are flown in from parts of the world for the show the next day. So I'm like, I have to get my sleep. So I slept on it, but when I woke up in the morning, I was stumbling noticeably. Like I noticed that once I was weaker, I did this neuro exam that I learned in medical school where you hold your hands out. And if you notice like one hand sort of drifting down, that could be a sign of weakness on one side. And so I did that and I would notice that my hand would just slightly kind of crumble. And so I was like, is that in my mind or what's going on? So I decided to, you know, talk to my dad who was actually downstairs because I stay at his house while I'm filming the show. So he said, you know, you have a little bit of slurring of your voice and you have a little weakness. Why don't you just go to the ER and get checked out? And when you go to the ER and you have, you know, and you are suspected of having a stroke, they whisk you. I mean, all of a sudden it is serious, like when you walk in there. So yeah, it was discovered that I did have a stroke, and I did indeed. And so it was too late though to get that treatment that was, you know, potentially reversing quick treatment in the beginning because it had been overnight. So I think the key message here is really to try to identify the symptoms and try to jump on them as soon as you can. And there's a great mnemonic called Be Fast. It stands for Be Fast, So B is balance if you're off balance. E is your eye if you feel like you have vision changes, like even like a little double vision or something like that. F is your face if you have drooping. I had a very subtle droop on my face. I only really notice it after when I watch videos. A is arm if your arm is weak or your leg is weak. S is speech if you have slurred vision or even like trouble forming words. And T, number 1, is timing. That's like the most important thing. Really, so trying to get on it and try to get go get seen, go to the ER, go to urgent care. Possible, because time is of the essence. So
we were talking during the commercial. My sister, who is, you know, our age, same thing, and it came on fast. Really, really quick. Picture of health, just like you. So I'm so glad you're bringing awareness to this because it sounds like this could happen at any point. You definitely weren't planning for it.
It happens out of the blue, right?
So how has this changed your life personally, but also professionally for the show?
And I think with that kind of thing, like for me too, when this happened to me, a lot of my friends came up and said, you know, I've had an incident like this myself, and some of them didn't see anybody, you know, because it went away really quickly, and they thought, okay, maybe I'm okay. And I think that it's really important to be evaluated, especially in a condition like this, because this could be a potential infarct in your brain, and part of your brain is actually dying. So to get treatment is very important to do that as soon as possible, because it can happen again, certainly. And high blood pressure and you know, cholesterol and things have to do with that. And also the fact, I really want to say the important thing is the age that I am, you know, being in my mid-50s, I feel like I'm old, but I'm also not that old. You know, in this culture, in this day and age with filters and like everybody doing beauty treatments, you want to look young, you want to feel young. And if you're going to the doctor because you have high blood pressure or cholesterol, you just feel old.
It's a downer.
You know, so you try to avoid it. And I feel like at this age, it's really important to just be evaluated by somebody and get a checkup and just make sure all the basic things are okay, because now I'm just on a really low dose course of these medications for blood pressure and cholesterol, and I'm doing okay.
And you're doing the protocol. You've done physical therapy. You've done occupational therapy.
So all this has been just more like a blessing in disguise. I feel like. You know.
Have you altered your life or your habits? Drastically,
I mean, yes.
Or?
I mean, not. I mean,
because you're a workaholic. Let's not pretend like
you know. And I see myself.
And you have a family.
I mean, I'm here. I'm doing press and things like that for the show, you know. But I think it really makes you appreciate the special moments and the things that are the most important. You know, everybody tells you that, especially people, my patients who are older. They tell you what's really important in life, and I think it's just a great reminder.
Yeah.
To think of those things, you know. So we need to hang out together in the real world instead of working like this.
Exactly, and hold one another accountable. Real quick, this season, what can we expect?
Well, we're going to talk about the stroke that happens during the show. We have wonderful proteges, young dermatologists with me, and there's a fantastic dermatologist, Dr. Townley, who actually is my compatriot, who joins me and helps me through this process and really helps me with a lot of surgeries. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. And we love you, and thank you so much. It's so nice to see you, and I'm so glad you are vibrant and full of health and hope. And thank you for spreading this message. Super, super important. New episodes of Dr. Pimple Popper breaking out air Mondays on Lifetime and stream the very next day.